Hey everyone, it's TJ, DominateDepression.com. Got my coat on. It's a little cold out here. Texas can be warm one day and just overcast and cold the next. And today, I wanted to talk about how to never hear "just snap out of it" ever again. You know, you always hear "just snap out of it," "just shake it off." And you know, if you're with depression, if you have depression, you know, hey, if I got depression and all I gotta do is, you know, just sit here and yeah, we're all good. I just shook it off. No more depression. We'd all be shaking and snapping and doing everything, and no one would have depression. Now, why do people actually say this? Why do they say "just snap out of it"? Why do they say just, you know, shake it off? Why? It's because most people don't know what depression actually is, right? So we kind of got to take responsibility for this, because most people don't know what you're experiencing. Like if they've never been actually depressed before, and when I say depressed, okay, let's actually clarify that. When I say depressed, I'm talking you're physically trapped in a state that you cannot get out of, and it's lasted for a while. Most people, when they say depression, they mean they're just sad. So like, they go out to their job, someone gets mad at them, they come home, they're a little down, and they say, "I'm depressed." That's not, obviously, if you're watching this, that's not your version of depression, and that's depression. The word depression is too broad. That's the main problem. So what do we do about it? If you're low, and every time you reach out and it doesn't work, well, now you're going to become more socially isolated. It's going to become worse because you can't even ask for help. Everyone's telling you just to snap out of it, think positive, be grateful for everything in your life, think about sunshine and rainbows and little cute baby children, and things are going to be fine. We know why people are saying this is because they don't understand. They don't actually understand what you're experiencing. They're truly trying to help you. Like, they're not doing this because they want to hurt you or diminish you. They just don't know. They don't know how to help you. They don't know what's going on, because in their version of "just snap out of it," it most likely is, "Hey, I just got home from work. It was a bad day. I'm feeling down. I just got to go for a walk and then I feel better." And that works. And that's why they're giving you this advice. Now, once you understand where they're coming from, now you can use that to form a bridge of understanding so that you can actually effectively get help. If you ever want to explain to someone what they're actually doing, you basically just say, okay, let's say I give you, 10 shots of vodka or whatever, you drink a bunch of wine and beer, and we get you so drunk you can barely function, right? Now, while you're drunk, in the middle of that state, I say, hey, just snap out of it. Don't be drunk anymore. What are you going to say, right? You're going to say, I'm drunk. I can't do anything about it. It's the same thing with depression. You're in a physical state that unless you change the root cause, like let's say magnesium deficiency, or you got an infection or something going on, until you fix that, the brain's not going to function normally. Sometimes depression is actually physiological, and it cannot be beat cognitively. Let me repeat that. Some depression is actually physiological and cannot be beat cognitively. Okay, so we got to realize that when you actually go and ask for help, there's different ways you can ask for help that's going to get a totally different response. Because if you're asking for help and you're getting all these bad responses, a lot of that is actually in your control. So when I used to be depressed, I'd always go to people and just say random stuff like, hey, I want to kill myself. It's like, how's that? Like, people don't know how to, especially I'd text them, like, people don't know how to respond to that, right? So here's the thing. So here's my friend Cody. So let's say, Cody, I just go up to you and I straight up say, hey man, I want to die. Like, how do you feel right now?
I feel terrible.
Like, what do you want to do? Like,
help you.
But how?
Talk to you.
See, as you can see, he doesn't know. He has no idea. He sees I'm in pain, and he's like, I don't know what to do. Now, let's say I walk up to Cody. Let's say I'm feeling depressed, and I say, hey man, I'm feeling kind of down. I don't need any words of wisdom Like, I don't need advice. Like, all I really need right now is just someone just to hear me out. And if you can do that, that's cool. If not, no big deal. No worries.
It's alright.
Now, how does that feel?
A lot different.
And you don't feel uncomfortable, right? So you can either just go up to people and just randomly say stuff at them, and then they're just like, holy shit, like I don't know what to do. Or you can go up, ask for exactly what you want and need, and then you're actually going to get the support that you wanted in the first place. Okay, so as you can see, I saw my friend come in. I just brought him out and said, hey, can you be in this video? He didn't know what I was going to say. And I gave him both scenarios. The first one, I could tell he was noticeably uncomfortable. And the second one, he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll listen to you. And so when we're hearing just snap out of it, when we're asking for help, getting the right response is in our control. Like, if you just go up to people and say, hey man, I'm so depressed, like all I think about is like shooting myself in the face. Like, even if that's how you feel, which, you know, I've been there, obviously that's a very dark place, someone is going to hear that and they're going to be like, first off, they care about you and they don't know what to do, right? But if you take the pressure off and you tell them exactly what you need, and you can say, hey, this is what I don't need within the same sentence, then you'll actually get the help that you always wanted. You just call someone up, text them and say, hey, I'm having a really hard time, like really low. You know, hey, I don't need like advice, like I don't need, you know, any wisdom or anything like that. All I need is just to like express myself. Like, if you could be there for me, if we could go get dinner and just sit there for 30 minutes and talk, it'd be awesome. If not, understand, no worries. Right? So what did I do there? I told them exactly what I needed, told them what I didn't need, told them what would help, and I also said, hey, no worries, you know, no big deal if they can't help. Because that means that doesn't put all this pressure on them. Like, let's say they have to get something done that night, but they don't want their friend, you know, in that state. You know, you don't want to put them in there. You say, hey, if not, no big worries, you know, you can call someone else, text someone else. So it does everything. It takes all the pressure off them. They know exactly how to help you, and now they're going to be happy to help you. They're going to want to help you, and you're going to get all the support that you needed. It was really hard for me to understand that in the beginning when I was depressed, because, you know, I was like, you know, everyone should just care about me. Everyone should just help me. You know, people should understand already. But it's, you know, it's not the case. Not everyone understands it. So we have to take control for ourselves, say it in the proper way to get the right help, and then everything changes. And so I really want to put that video out there because, you know, I struggled with it a lot. I know a lot of people struggle with it, and it'll change how you interact with people and get you the help you need. You know, I kind of like to joke about it, you know, like shake it off. You know, if that actually worked, maybe the shake weight, everyone would buy shake weight and it'd fix depression and be the best selling product in the world.
Woo! Just shaking it off. No more depression. It's all gone.